This is how you can use supply and demand to catch stocks like PAVS that squeezed over 100% today. After the next 60 seconds, you'll know exactly how to do it just like this too. Now that stock today was PAVS and it really did squeeze 100% today. And I first caught it way back here this morning using my super simple supply and demand based momentum trading strategy that I've been using for almost 9 years. Now this was on my watch list this morning because in pre-market this thing was kind of weird. This thing resumed out of a halt on news and went from $1.90 to $3.96, then gave back like everything. But as you can see, even going into market open, this thing was still up significantly on the morning. So, I was watching it. Now, the first question we always have to ask ourselves is, do we have any room to the upside? Because without any range to the upside, nobody has a reason to be buying at higher prices. So we're not going to get that move higher. Then I check the daily time frame and say, oh my God, we have no resistance in sight. This thing is so beat down. Play ball. So since we have no levels of resistance on the daily time frame, we've got to prioritize our intraday levels. So I can look back at pre-market and see a high sitting back here off $3 and a high sitting up here right underneath $4. So I know my range today was 2.3 and 2.4. Easy enough. Now we get zoomed in here at market open and we have to identify market structure. Are we in an uptrend, downtrend? What are we looking like? And what I see here out of the bell are these lower highs where you have this lower high, lower high, lower high, and lower low, lower low, lower low, putting in place a nice descending channel. So I know that I can't play this yet because price is under VWAP. We're in a descending channel and a confirmed downtrend with clear downside momentum. So the only way to play this is a break to the upside, back out of trend and back over VWAP. This is where things get good. Now, based on these reversals back here in pre-market, I recognize we have an area of demand pulling down through price here right underneath VWAP. So again, more confluence. So as price breaks up out of this descending channel over VWAP, price breaks up out of this channel, breaks through previous supply, next candle pulls back to retest and we see that candle get bought up higher. So now I know this pulled back after breaking up out of supply and now has confirmed this as an area of demand right there off of VWAP. So buyers are interested. So I know that if this pulls back again, that's my entry cue right there off VWAP and the 90 MA per my typical strategy. Of course, using this area of demand now as confluence too, which is how I sniped the perfect entry off this pullback right there off of VWAP and the 90 MA. Then of course, as price trails higher, I just raise my stop loss to the bottom of the 1 minute candle low until I eventually take full profit up underneath $3. So after that trade, I realized that, okay, we've got sellers back here from the previous highs. Now price is rejecting here again, so now I've confirmed this as an area of supply overhead. So now I have my clear demand zone and my clear supply zone, putting in place a perfect tradable range. And from here, this gives me an amazing opportunity to just keep taking dips and selling the rips, just like this entry on entry number 2, or the next trades here on entries 3 and 4 for 2 other easy wins where I then sold for full profit back up into this previous high out of this past area of supply like we just talked about. And that's how I use my supply and demand strategy to catch the best entries on the best stocks in the market every day.